with them. But one thing I will say all of this is that Caitlin Clark was honored at the Indiana Colts game, and she caught a little flack for not wearing the Indianapolis Colts jersey. Now, after this, came out, I knew that, it was a reason being. Now, we didn't know that Caitlin Clark was going to be a week later at the Chiefs game, but now we kind of get why she didn't wear the jersey. But this is the clip that has went viral online. Let's roll it.
Rockstar, right? Caitlin Clark's back there, like a hooper too. Caitlin Clark.
Recent footage shows Caitlin Clark attending the Kansas City Chiefs versus Detroit Lions matchup in Missouri. The WNBA star was seen sitting alongside Taylor Swift, who is engaged to Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce. The relationship between Swift and the Kelce family has become one of the most talked about stories across all sports, particularly with their upcoming wedding plans. Clark and Swift have developed a friendship that's been visible through multiple public appearances together. This Chiefs game sighting comes after Clark received criticism for not sporting an Indianapolis Colts jersey during an honor she received at a Colts home game. The reasoning behind that decision has become clearer now, as she was planning to attend this Chiefs matchup shortly after. The video showing Clark at the stadium quickly spread across social media platforms. Observers are speculating that Clark will likely have a role in Swift and Kelce's wedding ceremony, given their closeness. Considering Swift's celebrity status, finding genuine friendships at similar fame levels can be challenging. Clark certainly fits that description, possessing comparable star power and a devoted fan base. The two athletes likely communicate regularly. What stands out about this appearance is seeing Clark not just with Swift, but comfortably interacting with the entire Kelce family. This helps dispel any speculation about Clark having negative feelings toward the Colts organization. She has her preferred team and deserves the freedom to enjoy herself without controversy. Clark's impact on basketball has been extraordinary, something rarely witnessed in NBA, college basketball, or women's basketball at any level. A notable statistical breakdown from Pat Bowen revealed the impressive distances of Clark's three-point shots from her recent game.
Right? Caitlin Clark's back there, like a hooper too. Caitlin Clark.
Now, fans is already reacting to this thing, saying that Caitlin Clark is going to be at the wedding. Now, guys, I believe Caitlin Clark is going to be in the damn wedding, bruh. At this point, you got to think the level of celebrity Taylor Swift is. She probably really ain't got many friends that's on her level like that. Caitlin Clark is definitely up there with her. If we're talking star power, talking fans going crazy about her, I believe her and Caitlin Clark are mighty good friends. They probably text on a daily. But whatever the case may be, I found this.
Her first half attempts measured 34 feet, 28 feet, 27 feet, 31 feet, and 27 feet respectively. Standard three-point lines are positioned 22 feet from the basket, highlighting the exceptional range she demonstrated. Following that particular game, Clark spoke with media members about her performance. She described feeling positive about her shooting, particularly during transition plays where she prefers to attack early. Witnessing consecutive shots fall through the net built tremendous momentum. She connected on 3 straight attempts, which significantly boosted her confidence. Additional clean opportunities presented themselves in the second quarter, including an uncontested shot, followed by several contested makes. Even her second-half attempts felt smooth, leaving her hand, which provides crucial confidence for any scorer or shooter. When asked about dealing with any rustiness after time away, Clark acknowledged feeling somewhat anxious to return to competition rather than rusty. Her conditioning felt solid overall, though some fatigue crept in during certain stretches. She requested a substitution during the second quarter, which Coach Stephanie promptly granted. Her legs maintained strength throughout, and her fitness level remained high. Credit went to the medical staff for keeping her in peak condition despite limited full-court practice time. Finding alternative training methods proved effective in maintaining game readiness. Regarding the team's resilience during a challenging New York Liberty run in the third quarter, Clark emphasized the squad's ability to handle adversity. The coaching staff highlighted this resilience before the game even started.
But whatever the case may be, I found this to be very profound that Caitlin Clark is there. Not only just there with Taylor Swift, she's there with the Kelce family, it looked like. And they all chopping it up, man. So can we just put to bed this whole narrative that Caitlin Clark do not like the Colts? She got her team. She rocking out with her team. And can we just let her be happy, dog? She's one of the first people to tell you, you just don't see stuff like this every day. Not in the NBA, college, nowhere. Men or women basketball, bro.
Building trust among teammates proves essential when facing difficult stretches. Basketball naturally involves momentum swings, and surrendering during those moments isn't acceptable. The bench unit provided crucial minutes during that period. Sophie's return particularly stood out, posting a +3-1 rating while contributing significantly to the comeback. Having confidence in the entire roster, trusting everyone from the starting lineup through the reserves, creates the foundation for overcoming tough situations. New York possesses quality talent that will inevitably generate scoring runs, but the key lies in responding appropriately and shifting momentum back. Clark was asked about the physical toll of hitting 3 consecutive three-pointers near the first quarter's conclusion. All 3 attempts came in transition, requiring constant movement to create shooting opportunities. The third shot involved sprinting to the corner, racing back to the top, dribbling several times, then finally releasing. Such sequences drain energy from any player. Looking ahead, the recovery becomes paramount given the compressed schedule ahead. Playing numerous games within a short time frame demands proper self-care to avoid any performance regression. When discussing standout moments from the game, Clark reflected on how the team responded to adversity differently than in previous matchups. The coaching staff warned during halftime about limited remaining timeouts, instructing the team not to allow extended opposition runs. Despite that warning, New York went on a run anyway.
Ball, bro. What she's been able to do has been sensational. And shout out to Pat Bowen for actually letting us know the distance of all the threes she shot yesterday. Let's pull it up right now. He stated Caitlin Clark 3-point distance in the first half was 34 feet, 28 feet, 27 feet, 31 feet, 27 feet. The third 3-point line is 22 feet away. Guys, talk about greatness. With all that being said, Caitlin Clark did speak to reporters immediately after the game.
The team recognized that calling timeout wasn't happening, forcing them to solve problems on the court and generate their own momentum. This represented significant growth, as past performances might have seen the team collapse in similar situations. Their previous Atlanta game exemplified this pattern, where a close halftime score deteriorated quickly in the third quarter. This game proved different, with the team maintaining unity and responding with an impressive 5-3 run. Bench contributions proved vital, with players delivering crucial plays. Sydney hit 2 massive three-pointers in the second half, while Sophie provided fantastic minutes. Numerous individuals made game-changing plays down the stretch. Regarding consecutive three-pointers made in her career, Clark estimated perhaps 6 in a row during a single game, though she wasn't certain. Her career high for three-pointers in one game stands at 12, achieved during high school, going approximately 1-2 for 1-8 from beyond the arc. Discussing the defensive strategy employed, Clark explained that the opposition willingly conceded three-point attempts. When running pick-and-roll actions, defenders weren't allowing easy pocket passes. Several turnovers resulted from expecting AB to be open in traditional spots. While AB sometimes received the ball, defenders rotated aggressively, leaving shooters open on the weak side. Lexi and Kell both benefited from several weak side opportunities. The opposition clearly prioritized preventing AB from operating in the paint, likely because AB had scored 30 points against them previously.
Immediately after the game. But real quick, before we get into the footage, I just want to say thank you to each and every last one of you guys to tune into the channel. Always show love, man. I know I don't get a bunch of love on Twitter, but it's cool though, bro, because you want to know why? Because I'm the man of the YouTube people. With all that being said, roll the footage.
I mean, yeah, I felt good. And then I took one in transition. That's kind of like where I like to get to early, and it's always good to see the ball go through the hoop. And then I came down and shot another one. Then I came down and shot another one.
Their defensive plan involved surrendering perimeter shots rather than interior scoring, and the team capitalized by making 17 three-pointers. Exploiting what defenses offer becomes essential against quality opponents. A reporter from Hong Kong informed Clark about her substantial fan base there, mentioning that 5 fans traveled 22 hours from Hong Kong specifically to attend the game. Clark expressed amazement and regret at not meeting them, asking that they receive thanks for their incredible journey. When asked about potential future visits to Hong Kong with the team, Clark expressed genuine interest, suggesting a possible trip after the season concludes. She emphasized her desire to eventually visit Hong Kong and acknowledged the remarkable global reach basketball possesses and the widespread love people have for the sport. Ariel Powers shared insights from her recent content, highlighting a significant moment that illuminated why the Indiana Fever achieved such remarkable results during their season. The clip features commentary about team dynamics and organizational culture that proved essential to their success. Following their playoff elimination against Las Vegas, the Fever organization arranged for the entire squad to gather in a large penthouse suite. This wasn't a spontaneous decision, but rather a deliberately planned celebration regardless of the game's outcome. The team committed to spending quality time together, honoring the season's journey whether they advanced or not. This approach reflects a philosophy borrowed from Irish basketball tradition, where legendary shooting instructor Dave Hopla once played professionally. The mentality centers on fierce competition during games while maintaining strong bonds off the court. Teams embrace the concept that results shouldn't destroy camaraderie or morale. Players battle intensely during competition but refuse to let outcomes damage relationships or ruin their spirits, even temporarily.
And shot another one, then I came down and shot another one and saw 3 in a row go in, so that gives you a lot of confidence. And then I think I got a couple clean looks after that too. Early in the second quarter, I had a wide open one, and then made another couple tough ones. And even in the second half, I felt like they all came off my hand feeling really good. So like that's what you can find confidence in as a scorer and as a shooter. And yeah.
Caitlin, I know you talked about shaking off a little bit of rust yesterday. Did you feel rusty at all going in?
This creates exceptionally tight-knit groups who fight for each other during matches while maintaining genuine friendships beyond the game. The philosophy emphasizes celebrating effort and togetherness rather than only victories. When teams consistently support each other through both triumphs and setbacks, they build resilience and unity. The ability to share joyful moments after difficult losses creates bonds that translate directly into on-court performance. During the Penthouse gathering, the atmosphere showcased authentic team chemistry. Different personalities expressed themselves freely without judgment. Some players entertained around the pool table, displaying energy and humor. Others provided music and entertainment, dancing and creating the event's soundtrack. Coaches participated naturally, joining the celebrations rather than maintaining formal distance. Everyone existed comfortably in their genuine selves, creating an environment where individuality strengthened rather than threatened group cohesion. Powers observed the scene and experienced profound appreciation for such rare team dynamics. As a particular Nicki Minaj track played, the moment crystallized why this group achieved what they accomplished. The genuine laughter, authentic connections, and mutual celebration demonstrated bonds that extended beyond professional obligations into real friendship territory. Such environments prove exceptionally difficult to cultivate, particularly within larger groups where personalities often clash. The Fever created something special where every member felt safe expressing their true character.
Yesterday, did you feel rusty at all going in?
I mean, not really. I think you're just a little anxious to get out there and get playing again. I felt really good. I thought there was a few periods where I felt like a little tired. I asked for a sub there in the second half or in the second quarter, and Steph got me a quick one. But other than that, my legs felt really strong. Like I felt in good shape, and a lot of that is credit to our medical team. Like have kept me in shape, even though I haven't been able to maybe be up and down as much as everybody else. Is just finding other things to do that I can find confidence in. I'm ready to.
Nobody faced criticism for their authentic self-expression. This psychological safety and mutual respect became foundational to their competitive success. The significance of this culture cannot be overstated. From a pure talent perspective, even with key players like Kelsey Mitchell and Aaliyah Boston healthy, the Fever ranked approximately 10th among WNBA teams in terms of raw ability. Multiple other franchises possessed superior rosters on paper. The 9th-seeded LA Sparks appeared significantly stronger talent-wise, yet the Fever came within overtime of reaching the finals. The Atlanta Dream also seemed more talented on paper, yet the Fever defeated them. Even against the heavily favored Las Vegas Aces, the Fever pushed to overtime despite missing Mitchell. This represents a situation where exceptional team chemistry nearly compensated for talent gaps and propelled a roster to finals contention. The concept sometimes dismissed as the power of friendship proved tangible and measurable in their performance. When players genuinely care about teammates, they demonstrate greater willingness to sacrifice physically. They pursue loose balls more aggressively, exert maximum effort, and sometimes push themselves to exhaustion for the collective good. Mitchell literally ran herself into physical distress during crucial moments. Strong relationships translate directly into enhanced performance. Players who feel deep connections with teammates consistently outperform their individual capabilities.
Other things to do that, I can find confidence in. I'm ready to play, and that's certainly how I felt out there.
How are you guys doing? Josh Sharon in the Star. The run in the third quarter came from a 9-0 Liberty run to start the second half. Coach mentioned pregame how resilient this team is, and that takes like trust in one another to go through adversity. From both of your guys' perspectives, what has contributed to the trust that this team, the trust that this team has in one another through hard times?
Yeah, I think we understand that.
Historical examples abound of talented rosters failing due to poor chemistry, while less skilled but unified teams achieve championships. One example involves a team entering a national tournament as underdogs in every round, and yet winning 5 consecutive matches as the underdog because their unity and mutual commitment exceeded opponents' individual talents. The Fever must leverage this cultural advantage in future recruitment efforts. The organization needs specific personality types who thrive in collective-first environments. Certain situations present complications. SC, players with romantic partners on opposing teams, may struggle maintaining the necessary us versus the world mentality when they maintain daily communication with rivals. This isn't criticism of those individuals, but practical recognition that the Fever's culture requires total commitment to the group dynamic. Successful recruitment should target players feeling undervalued elsewhere. Finding athletes who believe they deserve great recognition presents opportunities. The message should emphasize that dedication and authenticity will eventually earn strong fan support, even if short-term struggles occur. The fan base demonstrates remarkable loyalty to players who demonstrate genuine effort and positive attitudes throughout seasons. Players must understand that difficult periods will generate intense criticism, but successful stretches bring extraordinary support. The organization created something remarkable in their locker room culture, and protecting that environment while adding complementary personalities represents the key to sustained success. Building around players like the hardship signings and Tash Howard, who embrace the opportunity and culture enthusiastically, provides the template for future roster construction. This cultural foundation, more than any strategic adjustment or talent acquisition, explains why the Fever exceeded expectations and positioned themselves for continued growth. Their success story demonstrates that team chemistry isn't merely a feel-good concept, but rather a competitive advantage that can bridge talent gaps and create sustained excellence when properly cultivated and maintained.